Hi, my friends, welcome back. This is number 2 in the series I was challenged to create or responding to a question asked by a subscriber. If you recall from the first video, I said he asked, how has being a pilot changed my life? It's a very good question. I also saw this as an opportunity to impart to my kids or to leave for my kids my thoughts on various issues or various topics that has been, how should I say, made better by being a pilot. He also requested that my response be in video form. So it's in video form. Today we're talking about relationship or relationships. Unfortunately, when we engage in a conversation on the topic of relationships, it is very narrow. It is confined to what I call external relationships. And those are the interaction we have with friends, family, co-workers, neighbors, or anyone or place or things that we think have some sort of influence over our lives. For these relationships to work, they must be built on a stable foundation. For this reason, I believe that the most important relationship we can ever have is often the most ignored one. And that is the relationship we have with ourselves. Why do I believe the things I do? Why do I have the thoughts I do? Why do I do the things I do? Knowing who you are, what you are, is the basis upon which all external relationships are built. By now, you must have figured out that it's extremely difficult to build a solid structure on a shaky foundation. If your personal relationship or the relationship you have with yourself is not strong, it's not solid, all other relationships will suffer, aka what I call your external relationships. As a pilot, I'm in a small area for 2 to 3 hours at a time, sometimes less, rarely though. I figured out that I have the ability to have a cool working relationship with anyone irrespective of their attitude. And the reason for that has to do with the strong relationship I have with myself, my personal relationship. How do you know if you have a strong, weak, or an absent relationship with yourself? It's quite simple. If you can lock yourself in a dark room with nothing but your thoughts and be comfortable and not be afraid, you have a strong personal relationship. If, on the other hand, you have never done that and the whole idea of doing it makes you uncomfortable, then you have a weak or an absent personal relationship. How do you go about building a relationship with yourself is quite simple, but it takes a lot of work. What I did was to ask myself the difficult and uncomfortable questions, such as, why do I believe X and why do I not believe A? Why do I feel this way about this issue? Why is my behavior on this particular topic so different from other people? You must be comfortable with asking yourself the questions you're afraid to ask of yourself. You must continuously question your ideology in order to grow and in order to improve upon them. The idea here is to be a dynamic person, not to settle on an ideology because you are comfortable with it. The second thing you can do to build a strong personal relationship, that is the relationship you have with yourself, is to find someone who you trust this person explicitly. You trust them. And if you can comfortably ask them without being afraid of the type of response they will give you, and if you're absolutely sure that they will give you an honest response, ask them the following question. If you had to change one thing or multiple things about me, what would those things be, or what would that thing be, and why? If you can do that and not be fearful and not be uncomfortable, then you are on your journey of building a strong personal relationship with yourself. Okay, I think that's it for this one. Tomorrow's video will be on choices and attitude. Until next time, be good. Talk to you guys in the next one.